How do you like people that are drunk? Because everyone's around you is on a different
I
plane.
find it very entertaining. I'm like, ये तो टीवी से भी बेटर है. कोई तो मतलब पूरा परफॉर्मेंस दे रहा है. And एकदम original.
And the choreos are damn intense.
Yeah, it's very funny actually. And it's, I think as actors, I don't know, we are that little strange breed of people love to observe people. So कुछ भी आप अगर कोई भी कुछ नमूने जैसा behave कर रहा है वो हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा है. तो please feel free. Guys.
Basically, you will ace a drunk scene.
Yes, I possibly could
Because
I've
you're
seen
probably the
many,
only one
many
who's sober
yeah,
who
yeah.
who's
Who's
observing all the
drunk
drunkies.
people.
Hi guys, welcome back to Moment of Silence Pod. I'm Sakshi Shivdasani,
I'm Nana Bhan.
and today
Dinah Penty.
Oh my god, we had to get one line right. They messed it up.
couldn't do
Good, did we say the right thing?
Yeah, you did.
We did a
did,
whole
right?
show. I don't know how we managed that.
तुम्हें तो याद है ना कि at least मुझे तुम्हारा नाम याद है.
What are your names in the show?
Shikha, Anaita.
Okay,
It took me a moment.
I
I was like,
just put you on the spot.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm gonna do that again because I want to know your popcorn and your flopcorn of the week, life, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
Should I go for it?
Yeah.
go for it.
So recently I was at an airport and I normally always get my nails done, so I don't really find nail polishes. But I think I got very excited at the airport and I got 6 different colors of nail polishes that I like. They were like perfect colors of everything, like the perfect nude, the perfect lilac, the perfect light blue, the perfect pink, the perfect neon green. So I was like, this is a lucky day.
Yeah.
So for me, that was like, it happened very recently, like I think a week ago, while I was traveling. So that was definitely the popcorn.
I love your popcorn.
Popcorn. But our trailer dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
That's a
awesome.
popcorn.
I also like Ud Jawan. That's a very sweet song that
Yeah.
Jasleen has sung, and it's a part of our show. So that dropped too. So that's probably.
Yeah.
Lots of professional popcorns. I love it.
Yeah.
You have any?
My popcorn?
Yeah.
My popcorn was that I managed to glue my lashes on by myself today. 33-year-old
I still
woman.
can't do that.
Yeah.
I still
No,
can't do it.
that's art.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It takes a lot.
My popcorn is that I booked a trip and I'm not working next week.
Where are you
Wow.
going?
I'm going to Phuket. I go there like it's my sasural. Every time I have like little bit free time, I'm off to Phuket for some reason.
Fab.
Do you guys have any plans after the show drops to travel or anything?
I mean,
Not at the
not
moment.
really at the moment. But yeah, hopefully next year.
Must be nice to be so busy with work that you're doing.
I mean, in my case, I've just chosen to be this busy.
Yeah, she is this
But
person.
It's just
I've
I
realized.
enjoy it. I mean, for me, a vacation
It's a
for
waste of
very
time.
long. Maybe that's true, but
If you just vlog it, you know.
but I'm just like, but on that note, for a flopcon, I have a flopcon. I had to do a cheat meal because I was really like working on my body, being good with my diet and my workout. And the day I wanted to cheat, the cheat meal sucked.
Oh no.
Oh God.
was it?
What was
What
it?
was it?
It was just disappointing. It was so disappointing, and I was like, the day you really want to cheat, I don't know why does it never like come right. And the day when you are like strictly dieting, that day everybody will be bringing new food and they'll be like, do you want to try? And I'm just like, and there'll be French fries like staring at you, but you won't be able to eat it.
That's so sad. Honestly,
This
that's
is
really
like
sad.
it makes me sad while I say it.
I fully am. I'm of that school of thought. If I've like decided a meal, you decided in advance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if it sucks, like I would cry.
Yeah.
Not to.
But
No,
no,
yeah.
no one talks about how difficult it is to be like a healthy, balanced
Yeah.
girl. Because my flopcon is that I wanted to work out today and get my everything in, and I came here and I almost fainted. So I had some
shit.
electrolytes in the back and everyone.
You also
Wow.
left your phone.
I
in
also
the
left my
Uber.
phone in the Uber.
Oh, you've
Flopcons
had quite a
on flopcons.
flopcorn
Yeah,
day.
fully. And then you walked in. You
That's
know.
a popcorn.
And that's my popcorn.
Aw.
Yeah.
Thank
Suck
God.
up.
Correct answer. I suppose my flopcon could be that I never have. I mean, every day I wake up and say, today I'm going to be healthy.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat right. I'm gonna work out, and that hasn't happened in, I don't know, 6 months.
But she doesn't. I mean, the good part is she enjoys the food and she
I
eats
really
it.
do.
That's best, yeah. Why she doesn't need to do
No,
it?
but
Why
I
should
do
she?
also understand the importance of still even
Strength, yeah,
and
like
of
just being stronger.
eating healthy, because what's
Yeah.
happening to your insides is a
Another
different
story.
So we're gonna do a quick who's most likely to rapid fire. If y'all are feeling shy to call the other person out, just point, okay? But y'all have to answer. Who has the best professional polite smile? Do it once. That's been our expression throughout this. If your toxic coworker sent a passive aggressive email, who's more likely to draft a fiery reply? Amazing.
Interesting.
Who's better at decoding what the director wants without him saying it?
I'm not bad, but yeah.
You're very good. I'm just saying I'm better.
fair.
Who's the block him best friend and who's the just one more text? Hypothetical.
Means
Like, which one of you would give the advice, block him, and which one of you
Oh.
would say, acha no, be
Give him a
patient,
chance.
Give him a chance.
I would say block him. No, I would say give him a chance. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say give him a chance.
You would also say, give him a chance.
I always feel like
I
to
don't
put
have
yourself
much
in
of
the
an
other person's
opinion.
shoes.
I'm just like, you do you. You want to enjoy it for a while, go for it.
This
I
is
don't
the
know.
opinion of someone who's had it in life.
If it's entertaining, please
All your friends are.
make yourself.
It's just strangers coming up at the airport and being like,
Yeah.
I like giving people
I love
chances.
advice. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Who's most likely to have the best gossip on set?
Me.
She's like looking at
I
her.
live under a rock. I don't know
Fair.
who's doing what, where, when. I couldn't care less.
But do you like listening to the gossip?
Yeah, it depends. I'll forget also about it in like 3
Actually,
hours.
she's a good person to tell gossip. उसको कुछ याद नहीं रहता.
I don't remember. I don't care. I mean, it makes no difference to my life.
And you're going everywhere looking for gossip, or does it come to you?
It comes to
it comes to you. Sakshi literally, her love language is walking into any room, be like, so, what's the gossip? And it's become this sick feeling of mine also. Wherever I go, any room to bond with people, I'm like, so what's the gossip? But she's very good at extracting. Like, she's the kind of person people love to open their lives out to.
Yeah.
And she's like, listen, I'm going to tell everyone about your secret. And they're like, that's okay. But you know, my mom did this, my dad did this, my chachi is like doing this with me. I don't know
Yeah.
how. It's a superpower.
I think one of my favorite things to do is having very, and this might sound, I don't know what it'll sound like, but I love having very intimate conversations with absolute strangers because it's so cool. Because I feel like people feel very safe to tell a lot about themselves to people they completely don't know.
Yeah.
And I've often known things about an absolute stranger which I don't think they would tell to their own family or friends.
Yeah.
But they end up just saying that to you because what are you going to do with that information anyway? So it's
They
quite
obviously
interesting.
feel that they can trust you enough to tell you also. So you have
Yeah. So they just, kind of.
that ability to get people to.
Yeah.
Like if both of y'all get the same troll comment, who's most likely to respond to it?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
I
no?
wouldn't. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a 50-50 for me.
You would.
I would want to sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially if I have a really something really sarcastic to say because it
Yeah.
just makes me happy saying
Yeah.
it. But then I also think about,
The
just
optics.
the, I think more than the optics, it's also like, why am I giving somebody so much importance? And
You know, I was stalking you yesterday. You can admit that. This was for work.
Research.
And I scrolled right to the bottom, and then there was that early age of Instagram where you add like extra filters, and I was
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Okay, one, I know that you're an animal lover, and
Yeah.
two, I wanted to ask you, what is freak soda?
freak soda.
Maybe then you don't know. That's like this post of this bottle.
Have you gone back to 2012
I went back.
or
Like
something?
I went back.
I wouldn't even remember.
It's research, guys.
I must have obviously come across something that I found strange and I decided to post. Those are the days of Instagram. I mean, you don't post that crap anymore.
I
but-
miss the old days of Instagram.
Now it's all about looking like it's all
Yeah.
about your fashion pictures and
Yeah.
your looks and BTS and stuff like that. But in those days, I remember when Instagram was new, people were posting random things. Like you walk down the street and you find like a random gate and it was like an Instagram post.
Yeah.
Right. So I think The freak soda. I don't remember this freak soda, but I should go back and
Yeah, you
check.
should go
I
back
love
and
this.
check.
Can someone put it up here?
I will put it up right there.
Who's ordering shots at a bar? You don't drink. Yeah. And who's ordering beer? Again, you. You don't drink. Amazing. What do you do for
Who's
fun?
ordering coffee? Who's
I
ordering
am
coffee
fun.
and stealing coffee and eating coffee? Eating
You're-
coffee, did I say? Okay, sorry.
Even eat
Eating
coffee.
coffee, yeah. It depends on your vibe. And that is the
Actually, I get asked that question a lot at parties.
yeah.
That what do I do if I'm not drinking?
Yeah.
I like people.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
So
a
it's
people's person.
really, yeah, it's never a problem. And if I'm really tired, then I do coffee.
interesting.
How do you like people that are drunk? Because everyone's around you is on a different plane.
I find it very entertaining. I'm like, ये तो टीवी से भी better है. कोई तो मतलब पूरा performance दे रहा है. And एकदम original.
And the choreos are
Unscripted.
damn intense.
Yeah, it's very funny actually. And it's, I think as actors, I don't know, we are that little strange breed of people, love to observe people. So कुछ भी आप अगर कोई भी कुछ नमूने जैसा behave कर रहा है वो हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा है तो please feel free guys.
Basically, you will ace a drunk scene.
Yes, I possibly could because I've
Because you're
seen
probably the
many
only one
many
who's
sober,
yeah,
who can
who's
who's
observing all the
drunk
drunkies.
people.
Wait, what emotion do you struggle with on camera?
Me?
Both of
Both
you.
of you.
Anger.
Anger.
I think it's very ha 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 wala laughter. Yeah.
Fair.
Because I'm like, then I think of, those parks, they have those laughing clubs. Oh, ha 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 ha.
Fair.
So then I do that and then I'm like,
These
Yeah,
are
even
special
that's
tricks.
how you do it.
just
These are
for
like
our
acting
audience.
tips, guys.
Let me tell you, like the first, both of you. So with you, the song from Cocktail. Okay, firstly, my entire family fell in love with you. To this day, every time there's a family function, they play that song. My mom loves it. My dad loves it. Everyone's
In
dancing
fact, her
to it.
sister's named Meera.
Yeah, my sister was named Meera, so it was
Because
like.
of Cocktail.
Shut up. No.
This is her sucking.
Well, I would have to make yourself your sister.
And for you, Bahubali was the first time I had ever come across like any cinema from the south, and that Tivara is the name of the song.
Dhivara.
Dhivara. That was the first time I'd seen any music video, anything out of the south, and I was like, who is this person? Like, both of you have this energy on screen, one that's very raw, it's very unique, and there's something very personable about it. And I want to know, how do you know that you have possessed this like quality? And do you attract people? Do you know about this magnetic feeling that you have?
Do you know you're stunning?
I was just going to say, please go on. I love hearing this. This is just lovely.
Because it's really difficult to stand. Okay, one is acting in front of a camera, but
Yeah.
actually lip syncing seems like it's a whole other deal. Item songs seem like they're a whole other, like you really need to be a fantasy for everyone. So what goes into that kind of prep?
I think even when I was a very young girl, I really gave a lot more significance and power to my imagination versus reality. I think today, in the times that we live, there's so much emphasis on whether something is possible or not possible, and there's so much emphasis on reality, which I feel is really sad because there are more people telling you the things that you can't do. But growing up, it was all about attempting and wanting to be something that is magical. I mean, I grew up on a lot of fun chick flicks like Miss Congeniality or Legally Blonde or, a show that I really enjoyed was Ally McBeal. It made me want to be a lawyer. And I realized that as a person, it's your imagination that actually makes you who you are. The rest is just noise. And I think that has been the most key ingredient to creating fantasy. That the fact that people try to control you through projecting their idea of reality on you, it's not necessarily your reality. Your reality can very much come from your source of imagination, which is, I think, essentially how we all were as kids, right? You might have wanted to do something completely different than what you must have ended up doing. But somebody told you, oh, you can't do this because if you do this, you'll become this. But in my case, I think it also so happened that while I wanted to be an actor, even when I was 4 and 5 years old, my parents really let me dream. They never said that, oh, how can you? I'm not from the film industry. I don't know anybody. And how will the opportunities even come? So they never tried to combust that thought. In fact, they let me brood in it, and they let me prep for it while I was educating myself. So I feel like the core to exploring your magnetism or being aware of your magnetism is to just keep yourself in that state of imagination.
Right.
And I think I've kept that. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's where it comes from.
And for you to move from like fashion and editorial to move into mass cinema, that's a totally different lens.
You know, for me, I never dreamt of being an actor, or I
Yeah.
never dreamt of being a model. It's not something that I grew up thinking one day I'm going to do this. So I was always under the impression that I was going to do something, you know, in the academics, and like I was always good at in class. I would
Yeah.
be, you know, initially I remember I used to always be first, second, or third. Then later, when things got tougher and you know there were distractions or whatever, then I remember first, second, third, fourth, fifth. But I was always in the top 10 in class. So for me, it was always, you know, I'm going to do one of those things. Like I did like BMM, for example, and then I wanted to do advertising, and I thought I was then going to get into marketing, and like I had all these dreams of going abroad and like doing a master's in global marketing and
Yeah.
communications. So this whole side of like the film industry, the fashion industry, none of that was ever on my agenda. It kind of just happened by chance. So I stumbled along the way. I stumbled upon these things and I started to experience them for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a very different process from when you dream of something and you want, and your whole aim and goal is to attain that.
Yeah.
It's kind of the opposite in a way,
Okay.
because it's happening and then suddenly you realize, oh, today I'm a model, but suddenly now I'm going to be an actor without realizing when that happened. So
Yeah.
you're kind of experiencing it along the way and you're learning on the job to a certain
Right.
extent.
Yeah.
But then that also makes it a little more difficult, because if you've not gone in with the correct prep and mindset, and a lot of this is like you mentally prepare yourself. If you're dreaming of something from the time you're
Yeah.
a child,
Yeah.
you've kind of already been there, seen it, done it, at least in
Yeah.
your imagination, so you know what to expect and you know what's coming at you. Here it's that hasn't happened. So you kind of spend time on the job assimilating and kind of just getting used to things, and it's a different process.
Yeah.
And a lot of it doesn't come naturally to my personality, which is why I have to work on that aspect of things. Like I've never been a people's person, in the sense that I'm not somebody that can walk into a room and make friends with 5 people. It takes me time. Like
Yeah.
I take years to get to trust people and to let them into that like inner kind of circle, or whatever you want to call it, because
Yeah.
it's all that's just me. I'm an introvert, but the job is the opposite, right? So it's a lot of that, and I wouldn't say that for me it's been easy. I've worked on myself.
Yeah.
Of course, with as time goes by and when you do it long enough, and as you get older, there's a certain confidence that comes with it.
Yeah.
So it automatically, you just get better at it. But when I started off, I was just like this little quiet girl in a shell, not knowing how to handle all of this attention that suddenly
Gets thrown at you.
was thrown at me.
How do you deal with confidence? I think one thing that both of us really are proponents of is that a lot of women don't realize how much you need to be well groomed, and you need to kind of fake it till you make it in every sense of the way. Like both of us put a lot of emphasis on you need to be a little bit superficial to get the job that you want, in terms of you need to always have your hair done, you need to
Yeah.
get your nails done, like you need to look the part. And there's a lot of confidence in that, because the world is shaped in this like kind of patriarchal way where you get a lot of attention if you look the part.
Like it's easier to like network if you like like if you're casting for a particular show where they want this type of character, it doesn't hurt to go in with like that attire just so they can visualize you. And I feel like women have to go that extra step to kind of portray themselves in a way that is more conducive to the imagination.
But I think your question has the answer in it. Essentially, किसी को सपना तो नहीं आएगा कि आप ये सब कर सकते हैं.
Yeah.
लेकिन अगर आप प्रिपेयर होके या इस तरीके से अगर आप जाते हैं उनके पास, they're likely to see that. And you know, I have a very interesting memory of I was about 12 years old, and I wanted to be an actor, and I was almost obsessed about it, and my parents would see that, and so one day I went to Manikji Cooper, that's the school in
Oh, yeah.
Mumbai, and I somehow managed getting an appointment with Abbas Mastan, which was at that point for me it was a big like achievement, and I was like, he's willing to meet a 12-year-old, so I'm like, yeah, I am meeting him. So I met him, and I of course I was very excited to meet him, but when I went into the meeting, I naturally got a bit nervous and I was a bit tongue tied. I couldn't really speak and I was overwhelmed. And they were extraordinarily sweet. They're two very, very polite gentlemen, very sweet. And you know, he could see that this young girl is just feeling, you know, overwhelmed with this. So he went on to tell me about Preeti Zinta. He was like, you know, when I had first seen Preeti Zinta, she was so effervescent and she was so bubbly and her personality was so striking. I just couldn't help but want to work with her. So there he dropped
Hint.
a hint. And as a young girl, I know what he's trying to say. And I was like, he's being so kind and so gentle. And he's actually maybe educating me in some way. Because for us, आज तो ज़माने में social media, I think 20 years ago, there was nothing.
Yeah.
We didn't have social media then. There was no way to gain any kind of information. And while I was that young, only these hints were the thing that actually made me understand what it actually is to be an actor. You know, and to be honest, I feel we're all playing a part. Like,
Yeah.
like for example, the personality you hold in this room is so different than what you're with your mom.
100%.
It's so different than what with you must be with your best friend. It's so different with what you must be with your sibling or your boyfriend or whoever. Like we all have we behave differently with different people in different scenarios.
Yeah.
So essentially, when you go into a space where you are being tested for a performance, be rest assured, actually, the person who's watching you wants you to get it right. He's not against you. He actually is hoping you know what you want to do or you will do. So actually, it's quite the antithesis of what we think that other one they are sitting like trying to like, you know, see you mess it up.
Yeah.
Actually, they want to see you get it right. So this has been my
That's very
experience.
It's a lovely
reassuring.
way to
Yeah.
think about it.
It really
because
is.
The fact that you're there in that room to begin with, doing that audition or whatever,
Yeah.
it is, the meeting, is because they think that you're worth being there, right?
Right.
So I suppose it makes sense that
I think
they see potential in you.
I think creative people are the kind of people that are willing to take a chance. I'm sure nobody really knows if someone can make it or not make it, but I think the difference between someone who's not a performer actor or someone who works in a 9 to 5 job on a desk doing something technical, the difference is that you're ready to fail more often, and you're ready to take the chance more often, and
And your
you-
failure is in front of everyone.
it's rather public. It's rather public. And sometimes you're actually bearing the brunt of, it's not even your the failure of you alone. It is a
Yeah.
collective failure. So means like 4 people mess their job, so you have to bear the brunt.
Yeah.
Because films as an art form is a collective art form. It's not one person making a film. It is one person having 24 crafts come together and they all should get it right. And then that's when our job is done well.
Yeah.
So often we are also a part of the process where we are facing the brunt of someone else's mistakes.
Because you're technically the face of it, right? As
Yeah.
the actor.
But we're okay with it. Like
Yeah.
we voluntarily choose to, you know, have that calculated gamble because this is what it essentially is.
I mean, I suppose we know what we're getting into, right?
Fair.
Yeah, but you can never be truly prepared. I mean, you can in theory know that okay, Friday this might go really well or it might tank, but
Yeah.
if it does tank, then even if you
Yeah.
rationalize it,
Yeah.
it still hurts.
Yeah.
See,
Oh,
that
yeah.
limbo is, I feel, the toughest part. For me, I hate being in limbo. I need to know one way or the other. Like, is it going to work? Is it not going to work? But you're not going to know until, you know, a certain time. So that period of waiting to know what your fate is just the most difficult. But yeah, I mean, like you said, you have to be prepared for both scenarios. I
But
suppose.
do you know, and y'all can choose not to answer this, but when you're shooting for something and you can see a lot of things that are going wrong, do you know that this is gone? Like, I am going to get hate for this. Is that an instinct that,
Many a times.
yeah?
And
Yeah.
then what do you have, like, how do you guide yourself through it or mentor yourself through it?
I genuinely think that in the movies, it's not in your hands. So you know, it's better not to worry about what's going to eventually happen, because I feel like even when, and it's happened to me many times, when a film has failed, but I have been appreciated for my performance because I was honest.
Yeah.
एंड आई नेवर लाइक मैंने काम चोरी नहीं की और मैंने कुछ ऐसे ही वाला परफॉर्मेंस नहीं दे दिया विद इज नो हार्ट सो आई हैव हैड इन फैक्ट इन माई करियर इट्स बिन रादर स्ट्रेंज दैट I think the opportunities that were the least expected to do anything for me actually did the most. So I feel like when something is not going your way, that is the time you need to actually focus and stay there and be more true and honest to your craft, because you don't know in today's time and age even more, right? Like I'm sure you guys are also noticing how the environment is such that people will like something that you could have never imagined people will like.
Yeah.
So what is it that people like? How do we ever find out?
There's
Yeah.
only
There's
kacha
just no
badam
way
playing
to
in my head.
predict.
Like I mean, I was obsessed with that Prashant wala view. Like, I don't know.
10 on 10.
I think I can never look at a croissant again and feel like it's croissant. For me, it's Prashant now forever.
But to that, what you were saying, I think everyone is so afraid to fail, men and women.
Yeah.
But women are even more afraid to fail. And I think actually being in front of the camera and doing these things is quite an inspiring thing to watch somebody's journey go up and down, because I think failure is very empowering. Do you feel that way as well?
You learn from it, that's for sure.
Like you have no ego then. If you're in the mud, you're
Yeah.
in the mud. You can just go up from there. I think a lot of people kind of coast right above failure and they're like, I don't want to drop. I don't
It's
want to
quite
drop.
a leveling factor.
Yeah.
failure.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of just brings you down to earth, and like you said, then you can't go lower than that. So it's only up and up from there.
There's always a way down, and I've noticed that. But I feel like this is also like because we are also technically in like an adjacent field where we're also creatives. But the people that are trolling and all of that don't see it the same way, where they're like, oh, we're watching your journey and we're like, okay, this is like a creative field. It has ups and downs. But like the people commenting are not from the same field. So I think the pressure is higher because they feel like, oh, anyone can act or anyone can
I
do
have
this.
lots of words for the people
Yeah.
commenting and trolling, because honestly,
You never find the trolls funny, not even a
no,
little.
they're hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just that, I mean, when they get super personal, you're just like, who are you?
Yeah.
Honestly, what is your job in life? Clearly nothing.
That's their full-time job.
And I've so often died to respond because I can be really sarcastic if I want
Yeah.
to. And it makes the thought of it, like I've already like created the response, and like I've thought of what I'm gonna say, and I've even typed it sometimes,
Yeah.
and then I just delete it. I'm like, why am I? Yeah.
Have you in your careers ever had a full circle fuck you moment? Like somebody did you wrong and then you were just like, can you please?
the
Nodded
time.
really hard.
Yeah.
All the time.
Can you tell us one so that like all the women watching
don't
this
need to know
feel
names.
satisfaction?
I mean, for me, it was very public because I did a film. I did 3 films which were really, really bad back to back. And not 3, actually 2 films that were really bad. And then, you know, I didn't know how I was going to get out of that because I think the damage was fairly intense. And I was very young. And because I started so young, I'm still young considering the length of time I worked. But at that point, I just didn't know how I'm going to revive from there. And the opportunity that I got was Bahubali, which was just, I think it's re-releasing now in, you know, in a couple of months. And that was, I mean, I was shocked that even happened to me because that changed the way India perceived. I mean, pan-India films happened because of that film.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I did get a lot of, I heard like the worst things at that phase of my career. But soon after, it was this film that just swept off the whole thing. And it was also not expected because it was a Telugu film. so nobody thought it would do everything that it did.
Yeah.
So yeah, like fairly public.
I love when that, like right now, Loka is out.
Yeah.
And it's doing so well. And it is like the kind of film that no one would expect. I mean, you
Absolutely.
know, it's amazing. Do you have a certain, do you think?
I really think the way I think the kind of authenticity that she has brought to Do You Want a Partner is going to make a lot of people think that how did we not see this?
That's
So
so
I'm very confident, and that's the first thing I told you when I saw it.
Yeah, it is. She's really sweet.
But that's true.
Do you want to tell our audience when it's out? It's probably out, but
It's out on the 12th of September, and it's going to be on Prime Video. So go check it out. And it's a fun entrepreneurial dramedy. We've had a really fun time shooting for it. I hope you guys enjoyed.
We're a fun entrepreneurial dramedy.
you're like basically acted us out.
We've
Pretty much.
Literally, when we were watching the trailer, we were like, this is us, our
yeah.
story.
Oh, nice.
And you know, we have a huge role in the show.
Yeah.
Like it's massive.
I think I've seen.
Yeah.
I've seen.
I
Yes.
saw
Hard
it.
to-
Yes.
Social
I've-
media, all this,
yeah,
the
yeah.
social media campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, y'all are cameoing it.
Yes. Yes, it's fantastic.
so welcome.
You guys, thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah,
You're
I know.
so
One take artist, we would say.
Okay, help us unlock some fantasies for the girls watching
Yeah.
here, okay? You are doing so well in your careers. I'm sure that unlocks some really interesting experiences, whether it's holidays, whether it's some like larger than life romantic date, or it's like some kind of purchase that you did to just soothe your inner child. Is there anything that comes to mind when I say any of these things?
I'm a shopaholic.
Oh,
Yeah.
So then,
I
yeah.
mean, okay, I'm not that bad also, but I like spending money to make myself feel better.
You bought recently.
I'm obsessed with bags and shoes. So
Amazing.
that's
I
pretty
got
much all.
shoes
Yeah.
What did you do with your cocktail paycheck?
Listen, my cocktail paycheck, which was way back then, was what did I do with it? I bought some. I remember buying some Gucci bag or something at that point. It was a tiny little thing. The most I could that was the most I could afford then, but it made me feel really good about myself.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
What about for you?
Well, I'm a diamond and a gemstone girly, so I love, for me, jewelry is something that I'm constantly looking at, and it really excites me. I make my own as well.
Yeah, we were just.
So while I make my own, I still have those aspirational pieces which that I know that when there's a milestone in my life, I want to buy. And if I don't buy, then I'll just produce them.
Do you have any really cool, nerdy, antique, vintage piece? This is the best place to talk about it if it's your love.
Well, I have these kangans from my grandmom.
Yeah.
But I think having that particular jewelry piece has been very, very instrumental in me sort of wanting to also make my own jewelry. Yeah, so those are very memorable. That's a very memorable piece.
And the more like successful y'all get, is it like harder for men to impress y'all because y'all can just access all these things by yourself?
What?
Like, you know-
you mean
The
The
more
romantic
success,
gestures
yeah,
feel very
I can do this for myself.
like show up, do something non-material.
No, but
type.
I
but
think
there's different ways
it's-
for
yeah.
people to
Go ahead.
No, I mean, I'm just, it's a debate, a discussion rather, not a
Right.
debate.
Yeah.
But there's different ways for people to impress a woman, right? Like, it's not
Yeah.
just by buying
Exactly.
stuff.
Anything thoughtful is always
yeah,
nice. I mean,
yeah.
it could be anything. I
Yeah.
think the fact that someone thinks of details, that's very cool. It doesn't matter if it's not. It doesn't matter I don't think the amount
Expensiveness of- yeah,
to
yeah,
it
yeah.
is
No, that's
important.
what I'm saying. Like in the sense that when a lot of men
Yeah.
think that they can impress by like paying for stuff and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
independent women are like, we don't need you to pay for stuff. We need you to show up for us in ways that are considerate.
Correct.
So is it like harder to impress y'all because all the general tactics that men think work are
Yeah.
not going to work
yeah.
on y'all?
I think if the tactic is sans the obvious intention, which should be a part of the air of the room,
Yeah.
if that is not happening, then it's a no-go. But I think if that is happening with some sort of an intent where you see there's more to the person's move
Yeah.
than just the display of, just
Money.
vulgar amount of
Yeah,
money.
I think showing up is the most
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
Way more
I
important
think
than any
it's-
gifting and money being spent and like these lavish,
Yeah.
gestures. I think showing up is just
No, but
it's-
lavish gestures are good. I am not against. I feel like if you are someone who can bring this to yourself, you should whoever is your partner should be able to create that environment for you in his or her own capacity. I don't think it matters. The capacity doesn't matter, but like I think a very big thing in doing anything for anybody is preparing for it, right? Like it's the most tiring part of anything is like making a plan कि ये टाइम पे ये ऐसे इसको फोन करो ये कोऑर्डिनेट करो. I think those things are very painful.
Yeah.
And
suck at it.
yeah, so I feel like that is very difficult. I feel
Just like, oh my god, that's too much
someone who
work.
can coordinate and someone who can do all that is great, right? Like, so those things matter.
The new ick with younger women is that why are you asking me for choices? You should have it ready. Like I don't want to. You shouldn't ask me. Do I want Chinese or Mexican? You should pick the place. You should know what the vibe is. And I just want to show up like a princess.
Hell no, I want to decide what I want to eat.
Fair.
Yeah.
Food is my domain.
That's true.
But can we live vicariously through you? Is there? Tell us about one like romantic date that happened. That I mean, anybody here would be excited to have that happen to themselves.
Tamanna. Absolutely. Like your eyes glazed over as you asked.
Diana, who's been in a 12-year-long
Yeah,
relationship.
she's a more reliable source of information.
Yeah, but I
I feel like, I mean, so you asked me to dig deep into
deep.
Your memory lane.
Wow,
And
my
Tamanna
memory
in the last
sucks,
few
but-
weeks, if you can.
The last few weeks I was buying nail paint, guys. I gave you the story.
I love that.
You want to
the
go
name-
from your last few weeks? You probably remember easier, no? What happened in the last few weeks?
काम कर रही थी
That
मैं.
was a joke, huh? Before Tamanna's fans come.
They're coming for you.
No. My fans are very sweet, but they can come for you. I don't know. I can't protect you from that.
And each viewer counts. So where
Sakshi, have you had Sakshi's romantic date she'll tell you about, she loved, where the couple in
sorry.
the one in Bandra Bonds to get it rolling.
Oh, so basically, I went on a date recently, and I love digging in every gutter for gossip. So this date was going well and all, and then I went to the bathroom, and outside the bathroom there was another couple fighting, and she was like, "If you don't tell your wife about me, we're over." And he was like, "Babe, you are my wife. I'm just married to her, but you are my wife."
Oh my.
And I. Nothing in my life, and I
Scarred
have a
you
lot
Prepared you for
can
that?
give me so much happiness and be a witness to this convo.
Wow.
See, this is the base. Now,
Okay,
please
now
talk.
I
Yeah,
need to really.
please go
So
on.
I love like if I mean I've been in a public setting where I'm probably on a date and I love actually listening to other people's conversation. So I am always like eavesdropping. Then and also like you can always tell somebody who's come for like an arranged marriage setup, right?
Yeah.
Like in a restaurant. If you go
Yeah,
there
yeah,
and then
yeah,
you can their body language is very like typical, so you can always tell. So I love like I'll probably be there. I'll be thinking, oh, so this one is like this and that, and I'll start making my own stories in my head, and I'll have a conversation on what I think they're doing,
And you can
and or
also
whatever I can hear.
eavesdrop in like 4 languages, right?
Yes, I can. So I would,
such a
I
superpower.
totally, yeah, I love it.
Cindy arranged marriages. Look out.
Yeah, see the mighties. They're called mighties. They just like they're happening.
Why are they called mighty?
I don't know. That's the Sindhi word for
Yeah.
arranged marriage
Mighties.
setups.
I mean, it's like when
कोई
they
arranged
meet.
marriage का कराता है ना, तो it's called a mighty.
mighty.
You learned something new
Yeah.
today. So did I.
And then the roka is called like something else, milni or something.
Yeah.
Milni.
Like the family's meeting, I think it's called a
called
milni.
milni.
Yeah.
Milni with Firni.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was damn bad. I apologize profusely.
Both of us are in places in our lives where all of our friends are settling down. Some
Settling
people are
up.
having kids. Some people are having dogs, and and you're in that phase where your mind is also like bacha karo. And the other part of my life is like, hey, your career is amazing. You've put all this like stuff into motion, and now you're reaping the benefits of it.
Yeah.
How do you balance those two feelings, like your body taking over and your ambition?
And I think when I was 15, I only planned my life till 30 because I didn't know
Fair.
what is an average life post 30. I thought people grow old after that. So but now that I am
Yeah.
35, I realized that whatever ideas we have about either kids or about professional life or about what we should be doing, many of those ideas are not exactly ours. Many of those ideas are sometimes they arise from FOMO. Sometimes they arise from curiosity. Sometimes it's because everyone is doing it, so you want to do it. But I feel like it's very important in today's time and age to actually dig even more deeper and ask yourself that question: that do you want this for real? And if after wanting it, are you willing to put in the work? Because having a child is a responsibility.
Yeah.
It's not some entertainment, so the child is going to come, and it's a 20-year project. Matlab, you have a baby, then it's 20 years, then the child grows up, then you have your problems and the child's problems. So I feel like one must consciously make that decision if they want one. And professionally also you have to decide, because essentially it's going to take so much of your life energy, so much of your mind space and everything else. And then you have to actually decide, what do you really like, what do you really enjoy, what lights you up. Would having a child light you up? Would having a very roaring professional life make you feel great? Or doing both, or balancing both? Like, I have so many amazing friends who have two babies, and they're working and they have a family life and they're doing fantastic. So I think for a woman also, multitasking is a natural thing anyway. The only thing that I feel that one can be mindful of is be conscious about it and not make a decision because someone is saying that aise kar lo. Do you want it? Like, if you have a dog also, or you have a cat,
commitment.
it is a commitment. I mean, I feel like I have a puppy, and honestly, he is my first child. He'll always be my first child. And like, I had this phase where he was very sick, and I took a very I had gone into a phase where I took a mannat and all that, because I felt like I would do anything to see my child feel good. And he became okay, touch wood. But I'm saying that having anything come in your life, it's going to take that from you. So if you can decide whether you really want it, or is it your uncle or auntie who's putting that in your head, like, if that clarity can come, then it's great.
And I really believe that when the time is right, you just know,
Yeah.
and that's your intuition will tell you. And if you're feeling it enough and you want it at that point in time, everything else will align. Or you will make sure that indirectly you make things align for this to happen. So if ever you feel you're in a situation where you just can't decide, that obviously means you're not ready yet, or you're being pulled in two different directions, means you're not ready. Maybe
Fair.
if you're not ready to give up your career to have a child. Now, I'm not saying you have to give it up entirely, but obviously there is going to be a phase for the first few months where I don't think it would be, you'd have to be superhuman to be able to do everything, especially in the kind of where it's showbiz, where you have to look good, and you're not sleeping at night, but yet you have to show up at 8 in the morning, and so it's difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it is difficult. Now, if you're so caught in the middle and not sure, that means maybe it's not the right time yet, and maybe you haven't subconsciously made that decision to do it yet.
I feel like it would be such an easy decision if the man had to carry the
Yeah.
baby. I'd be like, haan, kar lo.
That would make life easy.
It's all
for
the
sure.
women that are like, oh, my body, my mental health, my this, my that. And you ask a guy this question, like, yeah, I want to be your dad. 5 kids, actually, for me.
But
And there's so many women I know that have wanted children from the time they were really young, so that kind of dream to be married and to have kids and whatever. And they've probably done it quicker than the rest,
Yeah.
because they've mentally prepared themselves and their brains and their bodies have aligned and everything is, they've found a way to balance work and because the time is right and they just know that that's what they want at that point in life. And I think that everything around you works according to what you really want and what you believe needs to happen.
But to that, I would say that actually, like, just wanting and being selfish is such a scary feeling because you don't see enough women doing it. That when
and
you're
there's
doing
nothing
it,
wrong with it.
Yeah,
I think
because
it's so important to know what you want, and even if it's a selfish thing, accept.
like now if someone calls me stuck up, they call me like stubborn, they call me selfish, a bitch. I love it. I'm like,
It's
okay,
fine.
cool. I'm trying to love it. I love it. My
It's
therapist
me.
says
Take it
I
or
love
leave it.
Both of you are not very self-serious people, and I mean this as a compliment.
I'm not at all.
Right?
Yeah.
How do you deal with like somebody who's like, this is my art, and I think you need to come into this.
I roll my
character."
eyes in my head.
Yeah, and then you're like,
And I'm like,
But I'm very geeky about my work.
yeah.
Okay.
But I enjoy it. So it's not like you don't take yourself seriously. You take the job seriously.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a good balance.
I'm a serious person in life, but I don't take myself seriously. That's exactly what.
Yeah.
yeah, you take the job seriously, but not yourself.
Amazing. Just like us for real. Okay. We've just found out that Tamanna and Diana are not as Vela as us and they have places to be. But thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
You
you.
guys can also watch Do We Want a Partner?
Do you want a partner?
I
Do you want a partner?
Do you want a
Do
partner?
you want a partner?
Do you want a partner?
On?
On
Prime Video. On the 12th of September.
Guys,
I mean, if
listen.
you're feeling generous enough,
Yeah.
then please go ahead.
Yeah. If we get
इतनी क्यूट लड़कियों को तुम कैसे नहीं कर सकते फॉलो?
Correct.
चलो,
Chalo.
do it
if we
quickly.
get 100K, they're coming back.
Woo!
Thank you so much for coming. Bye.
Bye.